Hey everybody, how's it going? I needed to do a quick update to help a friend here. I was watching a live stream while I'm working here, and I actually let me back up a little bit. Yesterday, the only friend that I have pretty much anywhere lives a couple blocks over this way. He does something similar to what I do, and I believe that he's been targeted, not to the same level that some TIs have, but since he's been involved in activism and filming in public places that people don't want him to film, he's getting some blowback from his people. So today, actually yesterday, I messaged him and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to drop off my stuff today at the Avondale post office. If you want to do an audit, you can do the audit. I'll go in. You can just be doing your audit. We don't even have to act like we know each other, just so we can kind of document what's going on." Long story short, my son is going to be here just a little bit, just for the day. Just yeah, it's a long story. So, and then he's leaving tomorrow, and then I won't see him again for a while. So I need to stick around the house. And this was kind of a last minute thing. So I told Vidal, I said, "Man, my son's gonna be here. I can't go today. Maybe tomorrow." I get on his YouTube channel, which is Arizona Auditor. Please go to his channel. It's still live streaming right now, but he's been arrested. So he was filming at the Goodyear post office, the post office that I get harassed at the most. The Avondale post office and the Goodyear post office. These people definitely take part in the street theater and the direct conversation, all the little skits at the post office, all the antagonization that these people do. And it almost sounds like they were under the impression, because they intercept all of my communications, all of my phone calls, all my texts, everything I do is, there will be somebody that already knows what I'm doing. So imagine they're surveilling me. They see our conversation, says, "Hey man, let's go to the post office tomorrow." And they make sure they send some of their, their people in like military, get-ups, police and military uniforms. And actually the guy that arrested my friend Vidal looked very, very, very similar to my old Senior Master Sergeant Chris Drudge. Looked just like him. Kind of like that goofy look on his face, like, "I'm a big guy and they told me to come do this. I'm here. Same look. And that guy could care less about the Constitution. The guy that arrested Vidal, either one of them. They would not tell him what law he was breaking. They would not provide any kind of documentation or anything showing, "Hey, this is the law you're breaking." They just said, "No, go ahead. You're not going to leave. You've been trespassed by," and here's what they said: "You've been trespassed by the owner of the building," which is an oxymoron, because basically Vidal's a taxpayer, and so was the guy that was with him. There's another guy that got arrested. I believe that guy's a combat veteran. I'm not sure who that guy was. So they said he's been trespassed by the owner of the building, which the owner of the building is we, the people that pay taxes. So therefore, he's telling Vidal, "You've been trespassed by yourself." It's not possible unless the person's an idiot and says, "I'm trespassing myself. I need to get out of here." Something stupid like that. So now, as far as I know, the person I was supposed to be going with today to the post office, they went ahead and went on their own, got arrested for what they were doing at the Goodyear post office, which they said the owner of the building, the person that's in charge of that post office, the general manager, is a 28-year Air Force veteran, right? So this guy served in the Air Force for 28 years. And I would be willing to bet that is the person that asked for Vidal to be trespassed. So somebody that's supposed to uphold the Constitution, right? Somebody that's supposed to fight for our freedom, most likely is the person who just trespassed a person observing their constitutional rights and trying to project those rights to the public to educate both sides, the police and the citizens. And so it looks like they're taking away his constitutional rights today. And I'm almost happy it happened. As long as Vidal makes it out of the jail alive, nobody harms him or hurts him or anything. Those guys are getting sued. Those guys are getting sued. You probably don't really understand the army of people behind the auditors. How many of those people are just going to jump on that? You know, it's kind of like this organized stalking and harassment. Somebody gets targeted, and the next thing you know, there's 1,000 people around you. All got mad at something, got paid because they were told they're paid. Anyway, they're not always told. They're just told. And not always paid. Anyway, I don't know. These people do this. So, long story short is a bunch of people surround a target. Well, when you arrest an auditor for a constitutional freedom that we have, and the other thousands of auditors see that, and they start uploading videos and they start sharing that, and they just say, hey, Arizona auditor is in jail right now for exercising his constitutional rights. Let's do something. So everybody go ahead. I don't have the number for the Goodyear Goodyear post office. Just Google it. It's easy. Google, call. Let them know what they did was wrong. Let them know to stop harassing me, Mike Barden, every time I go in there. What happened today? If I was filming today, they would have arrested me, and it would have been bad news. It would have been bad news. So, although in the position I'm in, I wouldn't have been arguing with them. If they said, hey, you need to leave, I'd be like, well, you win this time. I'm out of here. See it. And then, I'd go. I'm not going to challenge them in the position that I'm in. They've got the upper hand right now, so I just have to kind of be vigilant, watch, and document, not argue with these people. Unless I'm in court, which is going to be happening soon. All right, everybody. All right. Do what you do. Think positive thoughts. Pray. Send good vibes. Whatever you do, Arizona Auditor's Way. It's one of the only people on the planet that haven't ditched me. And this guy needs some help right now. So check out his channel, Arizona Auditor. I've downloaded the video before they erase it, and let's see what we can get done.